Okay, in this 90-day series that we're doing, I would really like for you to walk away from this finding your passion. Not feeling that you're chained to a paycheck, you're being detained by a desk. I really want you to find something that you love and start figuring out how to make a living, how to manifest that into something you could do all day, every day. And I get a lot of questions that people ask me, well, Kirk, how do you find your passion? How do you find your passion? And most people never find their passion because of fear. And what I mean by they never find their passion because of fear is that they find something that they don't love and they stick with it. Think about that. They find something that they don't love and they stick with it. I'll tell you what happened in my life. When I was, I don't remember, 18, 19, I had a job. I was working at St. Barnabas Hospital in New Jersey. I was working the 7 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon shift. And I was working as a transporter. And my job was to take the patients from the emergency room to CAT scan to X-ray, from their room to whatever diagnostic test that they needed. My job was to put them in a wheelchair, put them in a stretcher, and get them down to the testing area. And I remember taking this woman back to her room after I took her from the testing area. And she had cancer. She went to the bathroom on herself, and she was just really very sick and very miserable. And I needed to get her back into bed. And I needed help, so I rang the buzzer. And usually a nurse would come, but again, I'm a transporter, and in the hospital system, a transporter is the lowest person on the totem pole next to the person that sweeps the garbage. So you really get no respect. So I'm ringing the bell, the buzzer, no one came, and this woman is complaining, Sonny, can you please put me back in the bed, Sonny? So I took everything inside of me, I lift her up, I put her in the bed, and when I turned, I looked out the window. And it was a clear blue day. The sky was just perfectly clear. And I looked outside and I said, God, I know you didn't bring me all the way from Jamaica to do this. It's got to be something more. And the answer came back to me, of course there's something more, but you'll never find it here. Now, once I feel something within me, I act on it. So immediately I called downstairs to my supervisor. I said, listen, Brittany, may I go to lunch? And she said, Kirk, it's 10 o'clock. It's a little early for lunch. I said, yeah, Brittany, but I'm a tad hungry. Do you mind? She said, oh, no, go ahead, baby. That was it. I never, ever went back to St. Barnabas. I went to lunch, and I never came back. And my mom was livid because here I am. She worked at St. Barnabas, and she's saying, okay, if you want to quit, you give your 2 weeks notice. This is no way to do things. You walk off your job, and that is irresponsible. And I left the job without having the security of another job. So I left because I realized this is not what I wanted to do. I went another time and I found a job as a security guard. I'm working at this place. It's my first day on the job. And I'm working at one of these gated communities, and I'm supposed to let the guy, you pull up, you show me your ID, I call the house, and if I get acknowledgement, I let you through. So this man pulled up, and I called the house. No one answered. So I said, sir, I can't let you in. He started yelling, you know who I am? My brother who lives in there. You better let me in. I said, sir, calm down. I got you. Don't worry about it. Now, it was one of these metal gates or these iron gates that stood in front of the car that blocked the car, and I had to lift the gate up and the car would go through. So the gate was down. I said, sir, hold on a second. I got out my little security boot, and I got in the security van and drove around right on his bumper. So now the gate is blocking him and the van is blocking his back bumper. There's no way for him to go. I came back and I said to him, listen, I'm not a security guard. I'm Jamaican. The next time you talk to me like that, I'll slap the taste out your mouth. You better recognize. I got in my car and I drove home. Left him there, blocked him completely. Realized that's not for me. I'm not a security guard, because I'll definitely hurt somebody with the level of consciousness that I was working with back then. So that's my thing. I would go from job to job to job. I would just quit job. I would quit jobs in a matter of days with no expectation of getting another job. I had no idea what I was going to do, but I knew this wasn't it. I went from job to job to job to job looking for my passion. So I would get on a job and I would work a couple of days and realize, oh no, this isn't it. And I would do something else, oh, this is not it. And I would quit and do something else. And everyone was upset, oh, Kirk is irresponsible. And they were always talking. People are always going to talk, always going to criticize. Now that I'm successful, no one remembers that. No one remember how irresponsible I was. No one remember that I kept going from job to job. All they remember is, oh, he found his passion. He's doing so. Oh, people love him. He's traveling all over the place. So people don't really remember your failure. They remember the success. And at the end of the day, You're responsible for your life. At the end of the day, you're responsible for creating your own happiness. So you have to find what it is that works for you and make that work. So don't be afraid to say, okay, well, this isn't working. Let me look for something else. Let me find something that I love. I had no idea that I could write. When I was in the 5th grade in Jamaica, the teacher gave an assignment to write a poem, and fortunately for me, I was sick. So I missed the assignment. When I came back and saw all the other poems that the other students wrote on the wall, I was so glad that I wasn't there, because I knew I couldn't do that. When I got to high school here, my senior year, my communications teacher gave an assignment to write a poem. I'm like, what is it with these teachers and these damn poems? So I never had any confidence in myself as a writer, so I took this Bob Marley album and copied the lyrics. I didn't know that people in America knew about Bob Marley. He's Jamaican. So when I turned it in, the teacher said, Kirk, this is Bob Marley. This is not your stuff. So I was forced to write a poem. And I had no confidence, no idea. But as I kept writing, it kept purging the stuff that was inside of me. I kept bringing out my pain. And as I did that and shared it with other people, they're like, oh my God, I can relate. So something as simple as, okay, the poetry, this is definitely my stuff. I love speaking. I love writing. How can I get paid? And that was the next thing to figure out. But there's no way you're going to figure that out if you haven't found a passion. And you're not going to find a passion if you're staying in something that you're not passionate about, hoping that one day you will learn to love it. It doesn't work like that. So start seriously, actively being engaged in finding your passion. Because once you find that passion, you'll never work. Some days I'm up 20 hours and someone has to remind me, Kirk, it's time to get some sleep. Kirk, you haven't eaten in 2 days. Because I'm so focused, I'm so passionate about what I'm doing that it seems like maybe 2 or 3 hours went by when I've been working on this poem and this video for 2 days straight. So you want to find your passion where you look forward to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's just another day. It's just another day to be alive and to be living your life. But you will never do that if you're in your comfort zone, afraid of what might happen if I lose this paycheck. Yeah, Kurt, that's fine for you, but I have responsibilities. Okay. Like, I didn't have responsibilities. So you just got to find a way, develop the courage to step out. And if you don't have to do everything at the same time. You don't have to just do like I did and quit your job and start doing something. There's a saying that says, by the yard is hard, but inch by inch, everything is a cinch. Find something that you love and start setting an hour aside per day to working on this talent, to developing this skill, to baking those cookies, to doing whatever it is that you love. And do more and more of it till eventually you will get to a place where you can replace the passion, you can replace the job rather with the passion and make it a full-time profession for you or career. So that's one thing to consider. Looking at that, you want to start jotting stuff down in your journal, writing down what the passion is, what is it you intend to do, your goals for the 90 days, what you're looking to manifest. So take care of that and we'll talk more tomorrow.